Thank you everyone for joining today's MEST webinar. Myself is Sai Kodali. I'm a support consultant at MEST Group. So today's topic of discussion is Insight Dashboard. So that we're going to talk about different aspects of Insight Dashboard feature that we have in RTOManager credit course platform. So coming to the agenda of webinar today, we're going to talk about what is Insight Dashboard, and we will look at how you can access Insight Dashboard in the RTOManager, which users can access, and is there any permissions associated with Insight Dashboard. So that user need to have a certain permission to access the feature. And then we're going to look at what are all the charts that are included and how the data is represented in each of these charts and how the data is pulled or how it is calculated and based on what criteria. And then we're also going to look at how these insights or how this data will help you in your day-to-day decisions, or from the management point of view, or from the whatever the role that you're working at the college. And then we're going to look at some key takeaways from this webinar. So this is the agenda I wanted to cover in this webinar today. And then, so in between, if you have any questions or if you're not sure of anything, then you can post those questions in the chat. So at the end, if I have time, then I'll try to cover a couple of those questions. If not, then I will note it down and then I will send the answers to them separately via email. Okay. And these webinars will be, this webinar video will be, recording will be uploaded in our YouTube channel. So I'll post a link in the chat group. So whoever has not attended the webinar, or you just want the other team members in your college to review this webinar, then you can just send this YouTube link so they can review the webinar recording. All right. So let's start with the first one. Is what is Insight Dashboard? So we have recently enhanced our RTOManager credit course platform, and we have introduced Insight Dashboard. So this is a dashboard. So dashboard where you can see all the student data, finance data, visually represented by bar charts or different variation of charts. So this data is a real-time data. For example, student enrollment data, data related to invoices and student payments. So these helps to track and identify trends in the student enrollment list, student enrollment data, or the student fee payments. So this information can be used by the management, either by the management or the staff members, to take informed decisions. Okay, so how to access the dashboard? So if you are logged into the RTOManager, you may have already noticed on the home page there are a couple of icons that you can access and then access different features in the system. So on the home page, by default, admin user will have access to the Insight Dashboard feature. So other users need to be given permission. So the other users need to be given permission by the admin user. So they have to identify and then they have to let them use the feature by giving the respective permission. So for now, from the admin point of view, I've just logged into the system, and then home page, you see the icon that says Insight Dashboard. So this is where you go. So when you open the screen, it says Insight Dashboard, and then it gives you the information of visualization of student data. And then, so Insight Dashboard consists of filters. These we call them as global filters. So we have year, age, and course. So these filters are common for all these charts. Okay, so these dashboard charts, all these three filters are common, and you can view these charts when you click on this checkbox, and then you can click on view chart icon. So it will automatically represent the data in the kind of a chart with different parameters. In here, you see the year, agent, and course. So the information is represented for course withdrawal by the year and the number of withdrawals per year. So this is the count that you see. On the high level, this is how you access the dashboard feature on the RTOManager Cricos platform. So as I said, the other users, so as admin user has to give the permission going into the setup permissions page, and then they have the permission to view inside dashboard. This is the permission. So if this permission is given, that respective staff member can access the inside dashboard feature. Okay. Now moving on, what are the charts that are included in this inside dashboard, and then what data and how the data is put into them. So to start off with, we have one chart as course withdrawals. So this course withdrawals talks about number of students who withdraw the course based on the course start date. So how do we determine course withdrawals? It is purely based on student course status marked as withdrawn. So the students who are sitting in the student stage and then whose status is marked as withdrawn are considered as withdrawn the course. And all those student records are counted, and those count is represented in the course withdrawal chart. Okay, the second one is enrollments versus offers. So enrollments is the actual enrollments, the student enrollments confirming the course. So offers are the student offers, still waiting for the visa approvals or waiting for the final documents for the submission, or the offers which are still sitting at the offer stage. So you can compare how many offers have been submitted for a particular intake and how many are the actual enrollments confirmed for the intake. Then you can get the numbers and then you can track them and then see the difference. The same way, the third one that we have is total invoice by date. The total invoice by date, it talks about the total fee amounts invoiced over selected date range. So invoice consists of tuition fees and miscellaneous fees. The total tuition fees and miscellaneous fees. And then if you have given any credit notes, like credit notes such as invoice credits, or is there any fee reversals, so those uh, invoices amounts will be deducted, and then you will get the only fee paid amount. Okay. The fourth one that we have is invoice by nationality. So this chart is grouped by student nationality, the total invoiced amount based on the student nationality. If you have students from different countries, so based on the student nationality at the time of enrollment, this chart will give you what is the total invoiced amount for those students. I'm going to quickly show these charts and see how this information is being populated. So you can choose the year. You can select all agents or a particular agent, and then all courses are a particular course, and then you click on the chart, course withdrawal. You have an eye icon that says what is the chart about, an overview of what that chart brings information. And then once you click on it, so I have run it for all the courses and all the years and all agents. So this is a number you see. If you, in 2022, there are no withdrawals. In 2021, there are two withdrawals. So if you click on here, it also gives you the data of those student details. So this is the student withdrawal data with the student details and the course details as well. So this information you can also export to Excel. This Excel icon. So going back to the inside dashboard. So this is enrollments and offer. So this enrollments and offer is represented by a bar graph. Choose, let's say if I choose based on selected year for 2024 for all courses, then you have for the year 2024, each and every month, you can see how many number of offers and what are all the number of actual enrollments. So the offers are 62 for the month of January, and the total confirmed enrollments are 70. Total sum of all offers and enrollments is 132. And again, once you click on it, it opens up a dialog box and then it shows all the student course details. And similarly, with total invoice amount by date range, you can also view charts side by side. You can compare the charts by selecting two checkboxes and then you can view them side by side. And then if you're comparing data between two charts. Other charts that we have is multiple enrollments. If the student is enrolled for multiple courses, so he may have enrolled for a course, cancel the course, and then he may have enrolled for a new course once again after a long time. It would be considered as a second course attempt. So if the student is enrolled in a course more than one attempt under different course categories, you have different course statuses, right? With course statuses are grouped in different categories. If the student course status is active, is under the active course status, then all those students are considered as multiple enrollments. So you can see how many students have enrolled in more than one course. And then you can get the data in the form of a graph using this multiple enrollments chart. And same way, for the finance team again, fee collected by the date. So if they want to know how much fee is collected up to today's date, the payments received for tuition fees and miscellaneous fees, and then refunds, and then over a period of time, all the payment information, payment transactions, credit and refund records, those information will be pulled up into this chart. And the student origin. The student origin, you have international students, domestic students. Within international students, you have international students onshore and international students offshore. And you can see the student origin numbers based on the student origin type and the student nationality. So based on the student nationality, you group the students enrolled in different courses. So for example, if I go to this chart, student origin. So this chart is represented in the form of a pie chart. Student origin, you have overseas student in Australia, and resident student with different color coded. You have as this is a test that I'm just using for demonstration purpose. So it shows overseas student in Australia is 281 records, and then if you click on view details, it shows all the student details are enrolled in different courses. The same way fee collected by the date range. So we have extra filters as well, where you can enter two different dates, and then you can group by a particular date or year. And then once you click on apply, you can see all the invoiced amount, tuition fee paid, miscellaneous fee paid, scholarship used. These are all the different filter options we have, different markers in the chart. Each of them are represented with a different color. So this chart will give you an idea what is the fee that is being collected up to today's date, the visual information format. So we're going to look at how these insights will help you day-to-day activities or decision. This is a real data. So depending on the student data existing in the system as of today's date, so these projected numbers or these data appear in the form of a chart. So this will help you to take better decisions. You can track different information, take actions early. So for example, if you're running some sales campaign to offer certain courses for a discounted price, then you can look at what are the existing student count, and then what is the target you want to meet, and then you can track those information in the form of a chart, because it's easy to read rather than looking at a particular report and then applying different filters. arrive at the data that you want to see. This is easy to read information directly in the form of a chart. This will help you to take decision quicker and better decisions. Then there are a couple of takeaways that you can take out of this webinar today. So this is a data command center, you can say, inside dashboard, because just by viewing all these charts, 1, 2, 3, 5, around 8, 10 charts, you can get the required information that you want, and then you can further take your decisions accordingly, as these are easy to understand and then these are real-time data. This helps you to plan and then organize all your internal things accordingly, and then this helps you to keep you updated. This is a webinar link. I'm just sharing with you once again, a YouTube link. So you can access all our previous webinars. So every fortnight we run this MEST webinar on different topics. So you can access the previous webinars that were conducted by all our team, and then you can review them at your own time and then try to understand those features that will help you to improve your knowledge about the system.